The official Pixel 7 and 7 Pro cases are quite similar to the previous generation, but considering the Pixel 6 official accessory had a fatal flaw of its own, have things been improved? Well, we've been hands-on with the entire lineup for the Pixel 7 and 7 Pro to work out if the official cases are worth the money. Thanks for watching 9to5 Google here on YouTube. Remember to thumbs up, hit subscribe and then tap the bell icon to be among the first to watch our upcoming videos. Like many of you, we were incensed with the dropping of the popular fabric cases by Google with the Pixel 6 series. It's really left a bad taste in our mouths, but overall, it's hard to complain when the new version seems to have been improved in key areas. Of course, the problem areas last year were especially pronounced if you used the official Pixel 6 case for an extended period. It was always hard to tell when trying out each case for a brief period, but things like discoloration, yellowing, and even warping were fairly common, even with just general or average usage. At $29 per case, the price does remain the same this year, but Google has stuck with a recycled soft touch plastic for the official Pixel 7 case lineup. That said, there are some tweaks. The benefit of an official case for your smartphone is that it's always clean and it has a precise fit, which often makes first-party options a bit more of an extension of the design of your prized possession, that is. To work out if they're worth the asking price though, as we mentioned right at the top of this video, we've tested and tried out all of these official cases in every single colour to determine if they are worth almost $30. You're probably wondering though, what's in the box? Well, considering that each official Pixel 7 and 7 Pro case does cost $29, you could be forgiven for being a little bit disappointed by the packaging and unboxing experience. Credit where it is due though, Google has made more efforts to use recycled materials on and in as part of devices and accessories in recent years. Each of these cases comes in a little paper box with a fabric loop for stores to place these on racks or rails. This also makes it slightly easier to open when the adhesive panel has been peeled back here too. Inside the box though, you'll just find a simple warranty card, a case, and there is also a little bit of a plastic coating or waxy paper coating of the case itself for protection. Everything in the box, including the packaging, can be recycled so long as you do remove that fabric loop and any adhesive stickers. This hasn't changed all too drastically in the past few years, and it's something Google has been doing for a little while already. Luckily, the unboxing experience though is not the main event. The case itself is. So unlike the official Pixel 6 cases, the Pixel 7 versions no longer have that frosted or semi-transparent finish. They're matte and they're designed to more closely pair or align with the colour of the device that you do happen to pick up or choose. And this is both a positive and a negative. A positive as it means that each case does fit better with your phone and the design of your phone. Negative as it means that mixing and matching these cases with colours that are not kind of compatible with your device isn't quite as seamless this time around. This year you can pick up the official cases in 3 colours. They're in chalk, obsidian and for the Pixel 7 lemongrass, and the Pixel 7 Pro is available in chalk, obsidian and a hazel colour, which these make up for the exclusive options available. There is no Google Store exclusive this year as there was last year with a slightly orangey glow colour. You do get side button covers and the G logo on each case is actually tied to the frame of the device that you've happened to pick up. This means that the button covers are gold on the hazel and lemongrass cases, silver on the chalk, and glossy black or like a metallic black on the obsidian case respectively. We wouldn't advise picking a colour that doesn't match your phone, as we mentioned slightly earlier, but the hazel and chalk options can look quite similar in different lighting conditions. So as for the look and feel, when changing from that frosted to a solid colour that does pair with your device a little bit better, it's an interesting move because each case looks a little bit more elegant and almost more mature, a little bit as something that Google has tried to do over the recent years, although it is quite disappointing to lose that playful approach that has helped define the Pixel in years gone by. Each case itself actually feels more rigid than the almost gummy Pixel 6 series cases, and that even expands to the frame edges. I found that there's a little bit more of a snap when fitting each of these to your Pixel 7 or 7 Pro. That annoying snagging issue that was sometimes a problem last year has also been fixed here because of those firm sides. Slipping your phone in and out is also lovely and smooth as a result of this change. The area around the side buttons, this is also firm, just like the rest of the frame of the cases themselves, and the new button covers are great because of that metallic finish. Each of these covers feels like an extension of your phone and as close to the actual real buttons that are hidden or protected underneath. Plus, they're actually easier to grasp and they protrude a little bit, so they're arguably easier to press and access. Kudos to Google for making this neat extra touch, as it almost makes up for the removal of the colourful power button that I know a lot of you out there will lament, myself included. Removing the colourful G logo is a bit disappointing, but it does fit with the muted 2022 aesthetic, and it is coloured to the frame of your device and those buttons on the side, so everything does match up nice and neatly. To the touch though, each official Pixel 7 case feels eerily similar to the Pixel Buds Pro carry case, only marginally softer as it isn't hard plastic. I would call each case a little bit less waxy this time around too, but the matte finishes can feel a little bit slippery on these versions compared to last year. I'm hoping that this does change, or at least reduces the risk of battle scars that the Pixel 6 cases seem to be a little bit susceptible to because of their softer texture, but of course, time will tell. Google also appears to have fully remixed the design this year, obviously having released some more accessories in the time since. The Pixel 6 cases had a hard lip around that glass camera bar, likely for added firm protection. On the Pixel 6a cases though, released slightly afterwards, that lip wasn't present. With the Pixel 7 cases, the lip actually feels more like a fusion of the 6 and 6A cases. This means that the case itself curves to an edge around the camera bar with slightly deeper insets on the edges themselves. Maybe this has been altered because the new metal camera bar won't shatter or crack with a drop or direct hit like the Pixel 6 and 6 Pro potentially can, but it doesn't explain why it was changed to the Pixel 6a, but that's a question for another day. Something to note though, that is because of this downward shift of the camera bar on the regular Pixel 7 model specifically, the official case has a slightly larger section above the camera area this time around. It makes no real difference to the Pixel 7 Pro case though, but it just means that they look slightly more cohesive if you do happen to own both of these and pick up an official case for either. I've got to say I'm not 100% certain, but each case does feel slightly thinner than last year, but if it does, or if it is thinner at all, it's only marginally so. You can see other changes though to the earpiece speaker cutout. It does feel a little bit more prominent, but with less of an edge. Sound should still be projected outward though, like on the previous official case lineup, but maybe less so as the inset looks a little bit shallower this time around for what it's worth. The screen lip also seems a little bit smaller, especially on the Pixel 7 Pro. I'd be concerned actually about putting the screen face down on a surface without a screen protector fitted, although I do have one already, and these all play nicely with many screen protectors that you can buy from brands out there. The reason why I would keep one on is because micro scratches could be a bit of a problem if they manage to lodge themselves under the display on a surface. As you sort of expect though, all of the other cutouts are precise and don't inhibit port access or block audio output. Most USB-C cables should fit unless they have an especially thick coating around the USB section itself. One thing I will note though is that because the colours are purely matte this time around with no transparency at all, some of the case combinations are gonna look terrible, and this feels like a deliberate move by Google for that perfect pairing with your device colour, conveying just what the design team also set out for the Pixel 7 series. So it's an interesting move, but it's one that does make a lot of sense in the grand scheme of things. I do believe though that protection has taken a minor step back compared to the previous versions. The firmer structure is still going to protect you from a drop. Harder impacts though might not keep every single aspect of your Pixel 7 and 7 Pro intact, especially given those curved edges of the Pro model in particular. So to kind of summarise, I think the updated design means that the official Pixel 7 and 7 Pro cases do feel more aligned with their asking price. They definitely feel more premium. Even so though, I'm not convinced that the lineup is worth $29 each, as you can get some exceptional alternative premium protection for under that $20 mark. That said, I will say that I do believe the quality has been upped enough to at least more justify that as an everyday accessory for $29 if you're happy to pay it. You kind of get more of a cohesive accessory that now feels like it's a better extension of the Pixel design with that muted colour lineup and more premium look and feel. If you're about to pick up the phone, or have had it for a while already, each case is a much easier recommendation, as I mentioned, if you can stomach that $29 asking price. Google has made some important improvements and the design is definitely more high-end as a result, and that is something that has been levelled as a criticism at the Pixel series for some time, so it's nice to see the first-party accessories get a bit of a bump here too. For most people, you're probably better served with a cheaper alternative. If you do prefer a cheaper option, then I think my favourite clear case, if you do want to admire that design, I'm sure you will, is the super cheap Rinker Fusion. I'll leave a link down in the description if you want to check that out for yourself. We'll follow up with some more thoughts after an extended period with each of these official accessories, but so far things are looking a lot better for potential buyers if you have to have first-party Google-made accessories. I want to ask you though, have you tried the official case lineup or any of the case lineup on your Pixel 7 or 7 Pro? Let us know how you're getting on down in the comments section, how your case has held up, even though it's been a short space of time already. After all though, this is Damien with 9 to 5 Google saying thanks for watching, and I will speak to you later.